viewer, please go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, and don't forget to tap on the notification bell so that you're notified every single time I post. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So in this video, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be talking about side hustles for extra money, especially when you're in college and you're studying abroad. Without wasting much of your time, let's hop straight into this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The first side hustle I'm going to be talking about is brokerage. So brokerage, by definition, is buying or selling stuff on behalf of someone, and you get to earn a certain percentage of that price you buy or sell for. So in this case, I'm going to be talking about real estate brokerage. So we have stayed abroad for a very long time. For example, I've stayed here for 5, and this is my 6th year staying here. And by the time we get to this point, it's like you know how to get the hang of things. You know how to, like, you get the hang of everything, right? So as I explained in one video where I explained the things I wish I knew before I settled for India, you'd get to know that getting an accommodation or getting a house when you're a foreigner in India is very difficult. So once you understand how to approach Indians, how to approach the people of the community and win their hearts to the extent that they get to give you a house, then you can start doing it as a side hustle and you can help your fellow friends. So in this case, I'm going to link a few websites in the description box that you can use to get a house. Contact the owner directly, because the owners listed and their phone numbers are there directly. And if you are eager to know about the whole process of brokerage, how to get a house, how to discuss, go ahead and comment in the comment section or just DM me on Instagram. I'll definitely reply to your message. So in brokerage, I'll say, for example, one person is looking for a house. So you get a house for them and the rent is 6,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees, and that's maybe 60-70 US dollars, right? So when they pay for their rental and the deposit for the house, they are compelled to pay you that money that is equal to the amount that they paid for their first month rent. So if the rent is 5,000, they give you 5,000 rupees for brokerage fee, and now you've made extra money for yourself. The second side hustle that I'm going to touch on is the food business. So as you all understand, when you go to a new place, you get to, the culture, the food is different, everything, especially in India. There's non-veg food, there's veg food, but it's cooked in an Indian way. But then it's 300, 400 people from one country. It's thousands of international students in the same school, and you're a very good cook. So you can just turn that into a side hustle. I know a few of my friends, one has turned to baking cakes, others have turned to donuts, samosas, party platters, burgers. The African way of doing things, they have turned that into a side hustle and they're making money out of it. It's also weird how we can have the same ingredients, right? But the way the Indians are cooking them is very, very different. So what you can also do is gather, if you have time and if you're a very good cook, gather those ingredients, cook them the international way, cook them the African way you're used to. I see a lot of Indians getting plantain, but they're cooking it in a different way, and the Africans are used to frying plantain, all those delicacies. Make the African delicacies, or just do it according to the way that my countrymates, my foreign nationals are used to having this in a certain way. Just try doing it like that. So that's the next way you can make money when you're abroad and you need an extra something for yourself. If you're still watching, please don't forget to subscribe. The next side hustle that I'm going to be touching on is retail, or rather fashion retail. So we have a way of doing things when we're at home. Then you come here and things are a bit different. You can take advantage of that. If you have a little capital, get braids, from home, get African hair products, African foods, things that the majority of international students need but they can't seem to get, and you can start retailing. You just get in large quantities from your country, from home, resell. That is a very good side business. Other people are retailing in clothes. Fashion is different when it comes to Indians have a completely different way of dressing. They're dressing in saris, kutis, and Africans are just dressing in a certain way. So you just need to find what you're interested in retailing. Then you go ahead, create a clientele base, and you start selling your stuff. So for example, I have a side retail business. I make certain hair bonnets because I understand that when we're here, it's very difficult to get a hair wrap that is going to be compatible for our hair. So I've turned to making certain hair bonnets. I make them, I sell them for a few hundreds of rupees, and yeah, I always have extra cash in my pocket, and that keeps me going. The next side hustle I'm going to be touching on is it's very important, but a very few people tend to think about it, is the salon or barber business. So one very funny thing is when we moved here, we were like one of the first foreigners to be in the city. So the boys would want to get a haircut. They go to the barber man and he does not know how to deal with coily, kinky African hair. You want to wash your hair, you want to get your hair done at a salon, but the ladies in the parlors don't know how to deal with African textured hair. So best way to settle this is you open or you start. If you're talented enough, don't go about ruining people's heads. But yeah, if you're talented enough, you just go ahead, you open a beauty parlor, a hair salon or a barbershop, and create a clientele base. Then you're good to go. The next important side hustle that you can have that is very, very good is Uber services. So when we come here, majority of the boys tend to buy bikes, cars, right? But also we tend to spend a lot of time at home. So instead of spending that much time at home, you can turn your bike, your car into an Uber service. And it's easier here where you can register for stuff like Jugnu, Uber, all those services. Then you can have, I'm saying we already have facilities for that. India is well equipped with applications that are going to help you in everything. So if you want to have Uber services, you can easily register for something and you can get to do that on your extra time. Or you can take people on long trips like Vadodara to Mumbai to Ahmedabad, and you get paid simply because you have a private car with an AC. Simple. Then the last but not least method of earning extra money that I'm going to be talking about is in call centers. So I described that formal employment when you're on a study permit in this country is very illegal. But then it happens that there are call centers that are willing to employ Africans or rather willing to employ international students, because one thing about India and Indians is they do not care about learning proper English. It's like they understand what you're saying, but they can't speak English, which is weird. I mean, how can you understand and not speak? They read in English, we are taught in English, but they can't speak in English. So these call centers are basically selling stuff to people that are out of India. For example, there's one pharmaceutical call center that is selling pharmaceutical drugs, pharmaceutical products to companies and individuals in the United States of America. So the medium of communication would be English, right? So they require people with very fluent English. That would be your chance if you're a very eloquent speaker to go get employed in a call center. But the only disadvantage in that is the working hours, because when you're working in a call center, it's evening time, because they are now working according to the time zone of the location they're trying to market the products in, right? So in this case, most of the call centers in this area are marketing products in the United States of America. So when it's night here around 9 p.m, the day is just getting started there. So you get to work between 9 p.m to 5 a.m 6 a.m, and that really messes with your sleep schedule. So yeah, this is just about this video. I hope you managed to grasp a thing or two, and if you're still watching, you're the real OG. Please don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to this channel, support my YouTube channel. I hope to grow. So yeah, spreading light. I hope you loved this video. If there's anything else you'd want to add, please add in the comment section. If there's anything you want to ask, please go ahead, DM me on Instagram at September 1, or just comment in the comment section below and I'll be sure to respond. I'm spreading love and light to you guys. May God bless you. Love you guys. Bye bye.